My name is James Clark. I live on East River Road in Cortland, and I live in an old school house. It was made into a home in 1949. It's an old house. We had a furnace when we moved in, which was dying, and so I had to replace that. And it's an oil-burning furnace. It was. And the fuel oil was running about $6,000 a year. And so I thought there must be a better way. And so I had across the road a friend who had Halco put solar panels on the roof of his barn, and later he put in a geothermal system. And so he was very pleased with it, very pleased with the company. So I looked at two companies, including Halco, and I took his advice and went for Halco, and I've never been sorry. It's a good company, reliable, and I have nothing but good to say about it. I'll start with a story by telling you about installing the solar panels first. That would be about 5 or 6 years ago now, and it was the advice of my friend across the river that I chose Halco to put those in. And that was to provide lighting, electricity for the house, and I bought an electric car at that time. And so it was to do those things, the car and the house for electricity. And I also, at the same time, they added a electric hot water heater, because I was heating hot water with fuel oil, very expensive. And that had the byproduct of drying the basement, so to speak. It took the warm air from the basement and used it to help heat that water with electricity, and so it also dried the air. So I got rid of my dehumidifier. I always make that mistake. Okay. So that went well for 5 or 6 years. I was quite happy with it, but still, I decided that I wanted to do geothermal. Because I was still paying a lot for fuel oil. And so what I did was have Halco come make an estimate. It took quite a while to plan it, several meetings with the person who comes here and talks with me. And he was very good in planning it, and so the work progressed. And last fall, about September, October, the unit went into work. And so on the ground floor, a very, very quiet, double piping in the baseboards. And on the second floor, all of the equipment went into the attic above, and that is a hot air system, a forced air system, and cooling system. So we have cool air up there. I don't really need it down here. This is a brick house. Then I noticed the electricity bill was running rather high because less than fuel oil. It was really a considerable amount of money. The worst bill was in midwinter, this past winter, over $500 for 1 month. The second month, $500. And then the third month, that's when the new panels, solar panels, went into effect, because I decided I'm going to make my own electricity and save money there. And with the government support, government subsidies, it made it reasonable. So in the late fall and early winter, well, really midwinter, they put in the solar panels. It's only been operating about 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and already my last bill was $37, and next month it'll be $17. So let me say a word about the company. That's the process, the company. It's a great company. They send out wonderful people, good planners. They're reliable. They come when they say they're going to come. They do proper planning. And if there's a problem, 24-hour service if you call them. I was kind of surprised at that. There's always somebody at the phone. I haven't had any problems that were significant, but I'm pleased to know that. So that's my story of why I like Halco.